There will definitely be a lot of eyes on Montana in this November's election.
It is great to be back in Big Sky Country.
Vice President Mike Pence back in Montana, pitching for Senator Steve Daines and other Republicans who are locked in what are expected to be some very tight races. MTN's Gabby Crevitt caught up with the vice president in Belgrade, and she brings us their conversation.
But I'm here because Montana and America need 4 more years of President Donald Trump.
Vice President Mike Pence made a stop in Montana today to rally on behalf of President Trump and show his strong support for Senator Steve Daines running for re-election, Congressman Greg Gianforte running for governor, and State Auditor Matt Rosendale, who's running for Montana's U.S. House seat. In an exclusive interview with MTN News, the vice president said,
right after getting this president reelected, we need 6 more years of Senator Steve Daines in the United States Senate. And we need a strong conservative voice in the governor's office and in the Congress for Montana.
The vice president told the hundreds of people attending the event on Monday that it's all about continuing the president's agenda.
We rebuild our military. We revive the economy by cutting taxes, fighting for free and fair trade, unleashing American energy, and rolling back red tape at a record level.
The vice president highlighted the administration's response to the COVID-19 pandemic, a topic that continues to be controversial from people across the political spectrum. Another topic touched on by the vice president, wildfires raging across the western United States, and made specific note of the Bridger Foothills fire that started over Labor Day weekend in the Bozeman area.
We're encouraged that while the 28 homes were burned to the ground, that thanks to our first responders and quick action, there's been no loss of life. But we'll not rest, we'll not relent until we make sure that Montana, Oregon, California have everything they need to see our way through this extraordinary wildfire season and then rebuild.
Reporting in Belgrade, Gabby Crevitt, MTN News.
Governor Bullock responded to the vice president's visit to Montana with a statement saying, in part, I want to welcome Vice President Pence to Montana. Throughout this pandemic, I've worked closely with the vice president to advocate for Montana when it comes to PPE, testing materials, and the resources we need. Show us support from the Crow tribe at today's rally. Crow Chairman A.J. Not Afraid taking the stage and announcing that the tribe is endorsing President Trump and other Republicans. Coal is one of the main reasons why.
The Crow asks this lineup to help, which in the last 4 years, President Trump had endorsed and amended, executed the Terra Act, which enabled the Crow tribe into permitting its own mineral resources. That's been a long time coming. Now it's just up to the tribe to walk through that door, as well as Vice President Pence telling the Crow the war on coal is over.
Well, Not Afraid was among the tribal leaders who met with President Trump late last year when the president signed an executive order to address missing and murdered Indigenous women and children.